Welcome to Buddy V's Kitchen. And today, I'm gonna bring it back to where it all began. Today, I'm joined by Kim Canteenwalla, who's my partner and chef at Buddy V's, and Chef Bryan Forgione.
Great to be here, thank you.
Oh, we're excited to have you guys. So everybody always says, how did you get into the restaurant business? After me, Kim, and Elizabeth formed our partnership, I said, okay, where are we gonna get the recipes from? I said, well, Kim, bring all your chefs to New Jersey. I'm gonna cook with them, my mother, my sisters, my wife, my mother-in-law, my aunts. We brought all these chefs in to kind of give the inspiration of the dishes.
Not a bad way to have a business meeting, huh?
No, it was good.
Let me tell you how happy everyone was.
You know what, to see my aunts go into the restaurant and see their names on the menu attached to the dishes, they cried. You know, they just felt such an honoring. And you know what, growing up for me, the idea of Buddy V's was to highlight the celebrity chefs or the culinary rock stars in my life who was my dad, my mom, my grandmother, my wife, my aunts, my sisters, and really bring that home-style food to a restaurant.
We did that.
And that's what we did. So today what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna show you how I make linguine clams. I do it a very simple way, and this is something you can do at home. So we're gonna start by, we're getting our pan nice and hot. We're gonna take some olive oil, okay? And now we're gonna take some garlic, maybe a lot of garlic, okay? Because you know I like my garlic. And I'm gonna let that kind of marry in. And I like to put a little giddy up, so I'm gonna put some red pepper flakes in there. Then we're going to throw in our clams. Very simple, and we're using the, yeah, here, ready? I'm gonna come in. Yeah, let's go. Okay. And then we're gonna deglaze it with some vino. And a little more vino. And what's gonna happen is the steam is gonna let the clams open. The trick to what I think my linguine in clams is the clam juice. You gotta put clam juice inside because that's really, you wanna take that linguine and suck it up and feel that juice. We could probably drop the pasta too, chef. And now that's starting to cook. I think we could open. Let's put our clam juice in. Okay, we're gonna let that boil up. We're gonna add a little bit of salt in there as well.
Three-man team.
And we're gonna put
one to hold the pan, the other just to mix it, and the other one to put the ingredients
and we're gonna, and I like to put a lot of black coarse pepper in there as well. It really balances the flavors together. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let that cook up. All we're gonna do is finish it with a little bit of fresh parsley and lemon juice. What you're trying to do by putting the cover on is the steam is gonna make the clams open. A clam is cooked when it's open. Now I'm gonna give you one other tip, and I'm gonna ask the chefs to close their ears, but if you're in a pinch and you want linguine clams, you could take the minced clams out of the can and put them in. All right, for a little bit extra. You could a little bit more yield.
Get a little more meat.
You get a little bit more. It ain't gonna kill it. It's gonna actually really flavor it, and you'll get a little bit more yield because instead of having to pick the clams out of every bite, you're getting a bite of it. I might even throw a little bit in here. Let me see if I have any. All right, look, I'm gonna even throw in a little bit of those clams. Gonna finish it with this. Okay, and that's it. And what do you think about storing clams? When you buy them at home, what do? You know, you wash them, you put them in water.
Let them sit in some cold water. You know, it could be anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour, depending. Like I like to take the clams, and as I'm pulling them up out of the water,
rinse them, shake them.
As a running water, and just kind of rub them together. They're kind of like scrubbing themselves. That way, there's no little pockets of sand or anything that might be caught on the shells. Because once you get that into your sauce, that sandiness, it doesn't go away.
No, you don't want that. The last thing you want in linguine clams is sand.
Is the crunch.
Okay, let's crank that heat up a second.
With your tongs on this, keep them close together, stick them right in the middle, and just kind of let it all move around. That way you're not damaging any of the clam shells and you're not breaking the pasta. And then as we get into it, let's let it just come up to a quick simmer.
Finish with a little.
Please, a little, absolutely. Beautiful. When you eat linguine clams, if there's no slurping, then you ain't got the right linguine clams. I mean, look how incredible that looks, huh? You got the linguine, you got the clams. Is that good? Now listen, so when I was in Chicago and I was eating a sandwich, right? So I was about to taste the Italian beef sandwich, which is really drippy and runny. it told me you gotta do the stance. So you gotta put the belly in, you gotta tuck. Like, so when you eat this, you gotta go with the belly out.
Yeah.
Because if you eat it like this, it's gonna
Hips
go
out.
all over the belly.
Hips out,
So
mouth
it's
in.
all, this is all about eating with the stance, okay? So you gotta go like this, you gotta go back. Here, I'm gonna take one of these beautiful clams over here. It's got a little bit of kick to it, but not too much, just fresh. You're getting a little bit of the citrus in there, but you're getting the clammy flavor in the sauce.
See, that's why you gotta get the hips
See the
out.
squat.
See?
I told you. Well, see, you show them, right? I showed you.
Nice and al dente.
They're cooked to perfection, huh? Do the squat.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the squat, and I'm gonna use this as my.
That's your spoon. I like that. See that? Is that good? You like that? Well, that's how you do linguine clams, Hoboken style, baby. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our page. If you try this at home, let us know and comment below. Don't forget to share it with your friends and like the video. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.